welcome to Orange News. My name is Jessica Heyman.
And I'm Okupa Domsi. Coming up on tonight's news broadcast.
The Stepping Ahead Leadership Conference in Benin marks its third year of raising young leaders.
Dive into the ongoing protests in Kenya, Uganda and Nigeria, exploring the causes and implications of the future of Africa.
At this year's Youth Workers Roundtable discussions, CEO of Ramses Infotech, Mr. Emmanuel Arthur, urges young Africans to be persistent in amplifying positive narratives through content creation. We'll be back with our top stories after the break. Please stay with us.
The Leadership Diary Training Program is 12 years. This year marks a milestone, 12 incredible years of the Leadership Diary Training Program.
A past participant of LDTP 2023.
From the class of 2022.
Completed LDTP 2021
program. I attended the program in 2019.
Proud alumni of the Leadership Diary Training Program 2021.
LDTP taught me about leadership, network, entrepreneurship, and a whole lot of things that I've taken into my life and it has been helping me to build even my leadership edge.
After attending the Leadership Diary Training Program in Accra in 2021, we decided to serve as workshop assistants in the next 2 Leadership Diary Training programs.
The record from LDTP 2021 is rising to the occasion. Indeed, I've been able to rise to the occasion. It was to take initiative, and this has helped me in different diverse ways as I'm standing here today.
And the love that was bestowed upon us. On this occasion of the 12th anniversary, I wish you more grace. Go out there and shine and make the world a better place.
For over a decade, we've empowered young leaders like you to make a difference, to be the change in their communities, and to lead with purpose. As we celebrate our 12th anniversary, we invite all past participants to join us in commemorating this journey of leadership, growth, and transformation.
12 years. And I wish all past participants of the program a happy 12 years.
LDTP, a happy 12th anniversary and a happy 12th anniversary to all alumni of Leadership Diary Training Program. And I'd like to wish all alumni of LDTP a happy 12th anniversary.
LDTP a happy 12th anniversary to continue to train more and more young people and better alumni like us.
Your dedication and passion have been the heartbeat of our success. To those who have passed through our doors, we continue to wish you success, learning, growth, and being the change agent in your communities. Keep leading, keep inspiring, and remember, the world needs your voice now more than ever. Join us in celebrating this momentous occasion. We look forward to seeing you there. Youth Arise, raising young role models.
As part of the missions the world goal of the United Youth Arise system, the Stepping Ahead Leadership Conference was organized in Benin for the 3rd time to engage and equip young Africans with relevant knowledge for the prosperity of Africa.
The bustling city of Cotonou, Benin, played a host to the 3rd annual Stepping Ahead Leadership Program, an initiative designed to equip young Africans with the skills and vision needed to shape the continent's future. Held from July 26 to 28, 2024, this year's conference centered on the theme Youth for the Prosperity of Africa, established, equipped, and engaged, join emerging leaders from across Africa to strategize and plan their roles in driving the continent's development.
The world needs what? The world needs leaders who use their influence at the right time for the right reasons. We need people who use their influence for the right reasons. And you must be one of those leaders who take a little greater share of the blame and a little share of the credit.
A significant component of the conference was an action project that invited participants to envision their ideal Africa and outline the practical steps needed to achieve it. This project was more than just an exercise in imagination. It was a call to action encouraging the young leaders to translate the conference theme into concrete, actionable plans.
Let's create the African revolt. So future leaders, let's create the African revolt. Oh wow.
Worked collaboratively, sharing ideas and crafting visions that reflected a prosperous and sustainable Africa. The event's seamless execution was overseen by Monsieur Alexis Pariso, who served as the local coordinator in Benin. His efforts ensured that the program ran smoothly from logistics to the organization of sessions. Pariso also facilitated cultural immersion activities, allowing participants to connect with the rich heritage of Benin, further enhancing the experience.
My name is Mercy Eston. I'm a foreign language student from the University of Jos, Nigeria. My experience has been enlightening. It has broadened my horizon and shifted my perspective in a lot of ways. I loved the teamwork. I loved how we were put in groups and everyone was able, we were able to pick out our brains. Everyone was able to brainstorm and come up with ideas, and it was just very mind-blowing.
I am Joanna Aduduaji, reporting for OTV.
Protests across Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria has captured the world's attention. These demonstrations, driven by economic challenges, political unrest, and youth dissatisfaction, are influencing the future of these nations. In a special report, we focus on these three African nations.
In Kenya, what began as an outcry on social media over a controversial finance bill escalated into widespread protests.
Live rounds being fired by police.
The bill's proposed tax hikes sparked outrage among a new generation of bold and passionate young Kenyans who took to the streets in unprecedented numbers. Without a clear leader or political party at the helm, these protesters forced the government to back down on several unpopular tax proposals. The unrest in Kenya echoes similar movements across Africa. In Uganda, young people have been voicing their frustrations over political repression and economic hardships. The recent government's crackdown on opposition figures and activists has only fueled the fire, leading to a series of protests demanding greater political freedoms and economic reforms. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, the movement, which initially called for the disbandment of a notorious police unit, has evolved into a broader call for an end to corruption and police brutality. Nigerian youth, disillusioned by years of unfulfilled promises, are increasingly demanding accountability and justice from their leaders. These protests highlight a growing wave of discontent among Africa's youth who are increasingly impatient with governments that fail to deliver on their promises. Across the continent, young people are standing up for their rights, demanding a better governance and striving for a brighter future. I am Joanna Aduduaji, reporting for OTV.
To commemorate the 2024 International Youth Day celebration, the Youth Workers Roundtable discussion was centered on the theme, From Clicks to Progress, Youth Digital Pathways for Sustainable Development. The discussion focused on the progress and innovations of young people and charged them to use their platforms to project positive narratives.
To solve very practical problems. And that is what I want to say, that young people should now be thinking about, okay, we are not young, waiting to mature and affect our world or influence our world. We are in the age that everything belongs to us. We have every capability to do whatever we want to do. The reason I'm saying is that this is the only generation where young people are authority in something older people are not. This is the only generation. When most of us were growing up, a young person looked up onto older people for assistance and for direction. It is only this generation that older people are looking up to young people to direct them in their digital space. If you look at the whole world, people that are moving the world in terms of technological advancement, look at Mark Zuckerberg and co. They were guys that started their project in their teenage age. They didn't even start when they were 20. Some of them started at 18, 19. Some of them are lesser. We have followed some projects, people are 14 years, building projects that are amazing the whole world. So I think that young people are really in a position to affect the world.
Surprising that a lot of people are using social media, particularly in Africa, for entertaining purposes, because a lot of those doing that do not have sufficient digital literacy or the skills to put these to productive purposes. But the good news is that everybody or anybody can learn and acquire and improve any skill that they need. Okay? So if the skill you need is sales, if the skill you need is public speaking, if the skill you need is coding, the human being can acquire and then improve that skill. And the social media, the internet opens the door for you to do that. Content that you put there, there's a high probability that it will come up another day. So you have to act more responsibly once you are on that platform. And all of these things are helping young people to rethink their use of the digital platforms and social media, especially. Often the mistake we make is that because young people are savvy, because they are interested in technology, once they take it up, they should be able to use it productively. No, that is not the case. Sometimes it takes someone to open your eye. It takes an event to sharpen or hone your skills. Then you begin to see the light and use these technologies for more productive purposes.
Youth workers are gearing up for the Global Youth Workers Conference. In this report, we cover key planning sessions and the objectives of the conference.
The Youth Arise organization recently convened to reflect on past successes and strategize for the upcoming Global Youth Workers Conference. The session featured a nostalgic video showcasing highlights from the Orange Youth Festival and the 10th anniversary celebration, celebrating past achievements and setting the stage for future endeavors. Youth Arise Organization's Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Moses Bafo-Iwa, delivered an engaging presentation on the Global Youth Workers Conference, starting with a unifying performance of Wayaya by Isibisa. The CEO outlined the conference's goals of fostering youth engagement and creating a collaborative learning environment.
We'll be doing 4 things at GYWC. 1. What is 1? Learning. We want to strengthen the capacities of various youth workers and youth groups to effectively undertake their work. So we are going to have heritage talks, Cape Castle, Elmina Castle, Asin Manso Slave Bar, and the Kakun National Park. Then the third, we will have what we call the Global Youth Workers Conversation. Then we'll have an opening, a plenary session, a panel discussion, breakout sessions, and a mini seminar. In the evening, we'll have network cocktail.
Mr. Moses Bafo-Iwa introduced the organizing teams responsible for the secretariat, resource mobilization, conference finance, and logistics and setup, with each team presenting their plans to ensure a successful and collaborative conference. This is Jonah Dudwaji reporting for OTV.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Walk and discover the hidden gems of nature, where every step is a journey and every view is a masterpiece. We welcome you to Booty Falls, where the adventure lies. Join us for an exciting and breathtaking hike through the woods as we explore the heart of Ghana's amazing waterfalls and its lush vegetation. This isn't just a hike, it's a chance to reconnect with nature, to bond with fellow adventurers, and to challenge yourself in the great outdoors. And at the end of our journey, be rewarded with a stunning sight of waterfalls, showcasing its serene pool, a true testament of our nation's beauty and power. Whether you're an experienced hiker, or you are looking for a weekend getaway, or you are looking for a place to connect with other hikers, enjoy the peacefulness of the forest and the thrill of the hike. Don't forget, Mawaya 2.0 Hike in the Woods is coming your way. Don't miss out on this adventure of a lifetime. Register and pay up today, and let's make memories that will last forever. Waterfalls Hike, where the journey is as beautiful as a destination.
Welcome back. Before we wrap up tonight's news broadcast, we take a recap of the top stories.
The Stepping Ahead Leadership Conference in Benin marks its third year of raising young leaders.
We dive into the ongoing protests in Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria, exploring the causes and implications of the future.
In our Spotlight segment, the Youth Workers Roundtable discussion touched on youth digital partnerships